Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation given by the battalion chaplain, Chaplain Richard Brown.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you on this morning of celebration as we celebrate the accomplishment of these soldiers, and as they prepare to go to AIT, mount them up on eagle's wings. Give them the strength and fortitude to continue on. We ask your blessings upon 128 and 313 as they prepare for another cycle, and your blessings on today and these ceremonies. In your precious and holy name, amen.
Please be seated. Gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and the graduation of Companies A, C, and D of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, and Company E of the 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, 1st Basic Combat Training Brigade. The purpose of today's ceremony is to recognize the commitment of the young men and women in uniform standing in formation before you, who have chosen to serve their country as soldiers. This reviews the last official formation of the training cycle. Not everyone successfully completes this difficult period of training, but those in formation today represent disciplined, motivated, physically fit soldiers. This is an important day, and these soldiers can take great pride in their accomplishments. They exemplify the Army's 7 core values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. To the parents, spouses, and families of these soldiers, Fort Jackson extends a very warm and sincere welcome. We are justifiably proud of them and are equally proud that they have chosen to join our ranks. The parade ground where our graduation is being held today is named for a native South Carolinian, Sergeant Richmond H. Hilton. Sergeant Hilton was awarded the Medal of Honor, America's highest award for valor, for action near Brancourt, France in October 1918. Please direct your attention to the left of the formation. The units marching today from your left to your right are the 282nd Army Victory Band. Graduating soldiers from Companies A and C of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment. The 28th Infantry Regiment Combined Color Guard. Graduating soldiers from Company D of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment. And Company E of the 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment. Identified by the distinctive headgear are the drill sergeants. These dedicated men and women form the backbone of the Army's training center system and are selected on the basis of professional competence, leadership ability, and years of service. These men and women undergo intensive training to earn the right to wear the distinctive headgear and insignia. And with the drill sergeant hat goes the important responsibility of molding young men and women into soldiers. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Major Ronald D. Thompson, who serves as the executive officer for the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment. He and his staff are now taking their positions on the field. The reviewing officer for today's graduation ceremony is Colonel Morton II, commander of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment. On his left is Command Sergeant Major Gary Carr, the Battalion Command Sergeant Major. Lieutenant Colonel Orlov and Command Sergeant Major Carr will now move forward and join Major Thompson to inspect the assembled troops. The commander of troops will now bring forth the colors and persons to be honored. selfless service are hallmarks of professionalism. The soldiers and drill sergeants coming forward will be recognized for their excellence in training and duty performance and serve as an example to all. When the colors are forward, we will render honors to our nation by salute and playing of the national anthem. It is appropriate for those not in uniform to place their right hand over their heart.
Was that the command?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Orlov and Command Sergeant Major Carr will now present the awards. For having distinguished himself by his exceptional leadership and instructional abilities, the outstanding Drill Sergeant of the Cycle of Company A, 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, Drill Sergeant Maurice Gibbs from Decatur, Illinois. The outstanding Drill Sergeant of the Cycle of Company C, 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, Drill Sergeant Lee Walker from Azle, Texas. Flowers are now being presented to his spouse, Mrs. Walker, for her support. The outstanding Drill Sergeant of the Cycle of Company D, 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, Drill Sergeant Daniel Bivens from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And the outstanding Drill Sergeant of the Cycle for Company E, 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, Drill Sergeant Zachary Jenkins from New York City, New York. For having demonstrated exceptional leadership abilities, The outstanding soldier leader of the cycle for Company A, Private Chad Duncan from Lakewood, Colorado. For having demonstrated superior performance of duty, the outstanding soldier of the cycle for Company A, Private First Class Smith Warner from Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. For attaining the highest scores in basic rifle marksmanship, hitting 38 out of a possible 40 targets for Company A, Private Bradley House from Denison, Texas. For attaining the highest scores on the end of cycle physical fitness test, scoring 300 out of a possible 300 points, from Company A, Private Kendrick Gaines from Downey, California. For having demonstrated exceptional leadership abilities, the outstanding soldier leader of the cycle for Company C, Private First Class Brian Dean from Beaver Creek, Ohio. For having demonstrated superior performance of duty, the outstanding soldier of the cycle for Company C, Specialist Michael Francis from Orlando, Florida. For attaining the highest scores in basic rifle marksmanship, hitting a perfect score of 40 out of a possible 40 targets, and for attaining the highest score on the end of cycle physical fitness test, scoring 300 out of a possible 300 points from Company C, Private First Class J.D. Nose from Cody, Wyoming. For having demonstrated exceptional leadership abilities, the outstanding soldier leader of the cycle for Company D, Private Lisa Cannon from Moultrie, Georgia. For having demonstrated superior performance of duty, the outstanding soldier of the cycle for Company D, Private First Class Tiffany Mohammed from Newcastle, Delaware. For attaining the highest scores in basic rifle marksmanship, hitting 35 out of a possible 40 targets for Company D, Private Marquillis Dennis from Statesboro, Georgia. And for attaining the highest scores on the end of cycle physical fitness test, scoring 300 out of a possible 300 points from Company D, Private First Class Christine Mayer from Modesto, California. We will now recognize our awardees from the 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment. For having demonstrated exceptional leadership abilities, the outstanding soldier leader of the cycle for Company E, 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, Private Brian Diggle from Scituate, Rhode Island. For attaining the highest scores in basic rifle marksmanship, hitting 36 out of a possible 40 targets for Company E, Private Kendall Bernard from Las Vegas, Nevada. And for attaining the highest scores on the end of cycle physical fitness test, scoring 300 out of a possible 300 points, from Company E, Private Rodney Nunemacher from Mesa, Arizona. exceptional professionalism and dedication to excellence for the effective accomplishment of the unit's total mission. The Best Cadre Support Award is awarded to Sergeant Gregory Henderson of the Battalion Supply Section. For demonstrating outstanding performance of duty while supporting the unit's soldier training program, the Battalion's Training Support of the Cycle Award is presented to Staff Sergeant Kelly Lucas, the NCOIC of Victory Tower. Staff Sergeant Lucas was unable to attend today's ceremony. And we would also like to present flowers and a letter of appreciation to Mrs. Brenda Libby for showing outstanding support to the Black Line Family Readiness Group. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Morton Orlov II, Commander of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment.
Good morning, Colonel Narwhal, Colonel Bednarik, Mrs. Schwedo, Command Sergeant Major Thomas, Command Sergeant Major Williams, fellow commanders, and most importantly, families and friends. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, and Company E, 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry. My thoughts today are about becoming a soldier. Please look at the color guard standing to our front. Those 5 soldiers carry and protect the national flag, the regimental and battalion flags. You will notice that there are a number of streamers attached to the tops of the regimental and battalion flags. In fact, there are 23 campaign flags, or colors as we call them. Each recognizes service by the regiment or the battalion in a particular campaign over the last 99 years. Each was awarded for combat action in places like the Philippines, France, Germany, and Vietnam. More importantly, those streamers were earned by American soldiers. Soldiers who did what had to be done, sometimes at great sacrifice. Those soldiers exemplified the Army values, and in particular, duty, selfless service, and courage. I think of them as veterans, as seasoned soldiers, yet they too had to start somewhere. They too were once new soldiers, really not too unlike those soldiers on the field before us today. They were young and hailed from every state and territory. They represented most every ethnic group and came from every walk of life. They served for varied reasons, some because they were drafted in World War II and Vietnam. Some went in because those before them had served, or for adventure, travel, 3 squares and a cot, or educational benefits. Again, not really that unlike the soldiers on the field today. They were all new soldiers once, untrained, untested, but able and willing to serve. And serve they did, around the world and around the clock. When called, they were there. Those soldiers did what had to be done when our Army and our nation needed them. I cannot tell you what the future holds for our soldiers on the field today, nor can you. I cannot tell you under what conditions they'll serve. But I can tell you that regardless of what the future holds, they are ready to meet it and will not fail you, our nation, or our Army. Now, how do I know this? Well, I was there during their training and had the opportunity to closely watch their trials as they became a soldier. Let me briefly describe some of the experiences of becoming a soldier. Some of the words I say may be unfamiliar to you, the families and friends, but will be very familiar to the soldiers on the field. So back to their experiences. Some of those experiences were tedious, hurry up and wait. Some were exciting, but they're all part of becoming a soldier. That first haircut, new uniforms called BDUs, combat boots, toe the line, KP, and drill sergeants. Fire guard, walking in the dark, physical training, make us sweat, drill sergeant, victory tower, drill and ceremony, and more drill sergeants. Shining boots, the spirit of the bayonet, the M16A2 rifle, no brass, no ammo, drill sergeant. Qualification, watch your lane. Road marches, that first bivouac, and a tasty treat called meals ready to eat. Hand grenades, proper grip, thumb the clip, twist, pull pin, live fires, alpha team, bravo team, buddy set, buddy moving. Star clusters in the dark, burst fire, victory forge, the wall, CS, gas, 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 pulling security, and stand to, more road marches in the dark, and, perhaps most of all, more drill sergeants. So many experiences in such a short time, training, and more training, hours of lessons and practice, all part of becoming a soldier. To the soldiers on the field, Black Lions and the 40-round soldiers, you've all come a long way since the end of August. You have met the standard of basic combat training, and today you pass into the proud ranks of those who have gone before you. You join a great army, and I know that you, like the soldiers who put those 23 campaign streamers on our colors, will be there when our country calls. You and the 282nd Victory Band look great. Well done, so hold your heads high, be proud. Black Lions.
Our Constitution is a living document which is at work each day our country exists as a free and independent nation. Its freedoms are meant to be enjoyed by all, yet on all of its strengths. Our Constitution will only remain intact and alive through your determination and dedication to its continued existence. The uniform you wear at this moment is more than an outward display of your vocational choice. That uniform is a symbol of a nation and an unspoken assurance to all who see you that you are a dedicated, willing, and confident protector of the Constitution of the United States. You have become what you set out to be, a soldier in the United States Army, and through this reconfirmation of your oath as a soldier, a protector of our nation's Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as these young soldiers reaffirm the oath of allegiance to the Constitution of the United States. Those military personnel in the audience who wish to participate may do so.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Please be seated. this time, the drill sergeants of the cycle will now take their place on the reviewing stand. Passing the reviewing stand is Commander in Chief, Major Ronald D. Thompson and his staff. The 282nd Army, led by Chief Warrant Officer William Brazier. The Joint Major is Sergeant First Class Ken Fiddler. Ladies and gentlemen, as the American flag approaches your location, please rise and remain standing until it passes directly to your right. As the American flag approaches your location, please rise and remain standing until it passes directly to your right. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, and 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment. Company A, commanded by Captain Louis Crespo. The 1st Platoon is Sergeant First Class Terry Mobley. Second Platoon, led by Staff Sergeant Ronald Cooper. Third Platoon, led by Sergeant First Class William Hickman. platoon led by Sergeant First Class Willie Ross. Marching in the rear formation with the First Sergeant Randy Moorman. Company C, commanded by Captain Ed Serrano. First platoon led by Staff Sergeant James Etheridge. Second platoon led by Staff Sergeant John Setzer. Third platoon led by Staff Sergeant Guillermo Rivas. And fourth platoon led by Staff Sergeant Siobhan Stanley. Marching in the rear of the formation with the First Sergeant, Sergeant First Class Barry Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment Color Guard. Company D, commanded by Captain Joseph Thomas. First platoon led by Sergeant First Class Richard Burke. Second platoon led by Sergeant First Class James Thompson. Third platoon led by Sergeant First Class Brian Elder. And fourth platoon led by Sergeant First Class James Libby. Marching in the rear of the formation with the First Sergeant Christo Hamilton Jr. Company E, 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, commanded by Captain Adriana Roseboro. First platoon led by Sergeant First Class David Goldie. Second platoon led by Sergeant First Class Greg Christian. Third platoon led by Sergeant First Class William Crockett. And fourth platoon led by Sergeant First Class Darrell Kane. Marching in the rear of the formation is First Sergeant Brian Woodson. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the regimental song and the Army song. Remain in the bleachers until the conclusion of the ceremony. The audience is encouraged to sing along. The words to the Sergeant program. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony. On behalf of the Commanding General and the soldiers of Companies A, C, and D of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, and Echo Company of the 3rd Battalion, 13th Infantry Regiment, thank you for being with us this morning.
Videorama is part of the Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Division of Fort Jackson. All revenue received from this project and other MWR activities go toward improving the quality of life for all the soldiers at Fort Jackson and toward providing a community of excellence.